So whenever I use the L word, literature, usually people in the audience start to glaze over. They aren't reading the right kinds of literature, though. One of my very favorite historical books is a 14th century Italian manuscript by the name of the Decameron. It's very thick and heavy, and it makes you look really smart when you're reading it on the bus. But it is fundamentally 100 dirty short stories, and they're hilarious. This is family friendly, no fear, but it is my very favorite of those stories. It concerns Lydia, who is a young bride, and Lydia has married very well for herself in that she has found Ambrulio, who is both wealthy and really unobservant. And that works well for her because she always likes to flirt. So she catches the eye of Pyrrhus. Now, Pyrrhus is a young man who has everything she's looking for. He is young, he's handsome, he's buff, but he is a servant in their household, and she's the noble lady, so they're not allowed to speak, let alone spend any private time together. So luckily, Pyrrhus is also a very smart young man and finds a way to express his affection for his lady right under the husband's nose. So imagine, if you will, these three characters walking on a summer day through a pear orchard. This is up into the pear tree. 1, 2, 3, The young Madonna Lydia went out to take a stroll upon the arm of Don Ambrulio, her newly wedded lord. Their serving man was Pyrrhus. That day as chance befell, and though he was the husband's man, he longed to be her man as well. So sweetly said Madonna with a twinkle in her eye, I see a tree hung low with fruit, oh, the highest one is ripe. The Don looked sagely upward, he nodded his assent. So the servant stripped his shirt and hose, and up the tree he went. Up into the pear tree was handsome Pyrrhus sent, and there he thought of a clever plan, and this is how it went. Oh, there he thought of a clever plan, and this is how it went. When the noble pair below were seated on the ground, from up above young Pyrrhus made a show of looking shyly down. My lord, I cannot blame you, but it seems to me unwise to kiss your wife so boldly here, right before a servant's eyes. Ambrulio was taken aback. My boy, what's that you say? My wife and I are sitting here, not entwined in Cupid's play. Said Pyrrhus, soul of innocence, my eyes cannot agree, but here, come up and take my place, my lord, perhaps it is the tree. So up into the pear tree the foolish husband went, while Pyrrhus thought of the prize below and hastened his descent. While Pyrrhus thought of the prize below and hastened his descent. Well, there's nothing quite as pleasant as a summer's warm embrace, and when the Don looked down, he saw the ardent lovers face to face. But to his cries, the two below said simply, what's the fuss? Just as before, a yard or more still separates the two of us. While the Don cried, it's a miracle, let's cry it in the town. But with a smile, Madonna said, I think that you should cut it down. What good's a tree which lays a doubt on wives of good repute? But Pyrrhus here has earned my gratitude for fetching me my fruit. So Pyrrhus felled the pear tree, as was his first intent. And once he'd finished his sweaty work, his vigor was all but spent. Oh, once he'd finished his sweaty work, his vigor was all but spent. So the wondrous tree was lost, and Ambrulio never guessed the game. But still the tale went far and wide and garnered him a certain fame. Lydia was happy with this pleasant stroke of luck, and always called upon her Pyrrhus when she had some fruit to pluck. And up into the pear tree was handsome Pyrrhus sent, For there he'd thought of a clever plan, for that was how it went. Old Bear, he'd thought of a clever plan.